In a world of superpowered experiments and secret agendas, a group of extraordinary operatives are about to be manipulated into a deadly trap, and a man thought long dead will rise with unimaginable power. This is the story of the Thunderbolts and the rise of the Sentry. In Malaysia, Yelena Belova, working for CIA Director Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, destroys a laboratory tied to a dangerous superhuman project called Sentry. De Fontaine is facing imminent impeachment for her involvement with the OXE group and their unethical experiments. To cover her tracks, De Fontaine sends Yelena, John Walker, Ava Starr, and Antonia Dreykov to a covert OXE facility with orders to kill each other. A fierce fight erupts. Ava kills Antonia, and an amnesiac man, later known as Bob, is released from a suspended animation pod. Realizing De Fontaine planned to burn them all alive to hide her crimes, the survivors unite to escape. When Yelena and Walker touch Bob, they briefly experience visions of their worst memories, hinting at his extraordinary powers. De Fontaine discovers the group survived and that Bob is a former volunteer in the Sentry program, thought dead. She arrives at the facility, but Bob creates a diversion, letting Yelena, Walker, and Ava escape. Even after being shot, Bob shows incredible resilience. He flies into the air, crash lands, and is captured. He is taken to the former Avengers Tower in Manhattan, now called the Watchtower, where De Fontaine plans to present him to the public as a superhero, hoping to improve her image and avoid impeachment. Meanwhile, Alexei Shostakov, Yelena's father figure, rescues the group. He dubs them the Thunderbolts, inspired by Yelena's childhood soccer team. Congressman Bucky Barnes learns what happened from De Fontaine's assistant Mel. He captures the Thunderbolts, intending to use them in the impeachment proceedings. Concerned for Bob, Mel convinces Barnes to bring the team to New York City to infiltrate the Watchtower. Inside, the Thunderbolts discover that De Fontaine has convinced Bob to become a superhero called Sentry. Bob easily overpowers them, but he refuses to follow De Fontaine's orders to kill, letting the team escape. Bob's sense of godlike superiority spirals out of control. He attacks De Fontaine only to be stopped by Mel, who activates a fail-safe kill switch. This triggers the emergence of the Void, Bob's dark alter ego, which embodies his depression, insecurities, and the amplified effects of the Sentry program. The Void plunges New York City into darkness, trapping citizens in terrifying visions of their own traumatic memories. The Thunderbolts realize the only way to stop the Void is from within. Yelena enters the darkness to reach Bob's consciousness. She faces her own haunted past as a Black Widow, while Bob hides in a recreation of his childhood bedroom, escaping an abusive father. The other Thunderbolts join Yelena, confronting Bob's trauma, addiction, and memories of the Sentry procedure in Malaysia. They encounter the Void and are nearly overwhelmed. Bob struggles to regain control, but the Thunderbolts affirm their belief in him, embracing him. This support empowers Bob to overcome the Void. Light returns to New York City, freeing the trapped citizens. With the threat neutralized, the Thunderbolts prepare to confront De Fontaine. However, she spins a public narrative, staging a press conference to present the team as the new Avengers, claiming credit for their actions. The Thunderbolts go along outwardly, but Yelena quietly reminds De Fontaine, "We own you now." 14 months later, the new Avengers and Bob discuss a growing feud with Sam Wilson, who has his own Avengers team and is suing for trademark infringement. Suddenly, the Watchtower detects an extra-dimensional spacecraft marked with a giant 4, signaling the next threat looming on the horizon. The Thunderbolts have survived manipulation, faced unimaginable power, and conquered their own personal demons, but the world of heroes and villains continues to evolve, with new threats waiting just beyond the horizon.